Okay, so we have discussed up to question number 3. Now let us discuss question number 4 from the practice sheet. We have discussed the concept of line of sight, we have discussed the concept of angle of elevation, and we have discussed the concept of angle of depression. एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन मतलब आपको सिर को ऊपर उठाना है, ओके. एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन मतलब सिर को नीचे ले जाना है. तो इस तरह से जब हम एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन और एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन को माइंड में एक कॉन्सेप्चुअली तरीके से याद रखेंगे, देन हमें हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंसेस के क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करने में काफी ज्यादा हेल्प मिलेगी. सो लेट अस डिस्कस फोर्थ क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 सेज एन ऑब्जर्वर 1.5 meter tall is 28.5 meter away from a chimney. Okay, so it says that there is an observer who is 1.5 meter tall and he is 28.5 meter away from the chimney. There is a chimney and there is an observer. Now further it says the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from his eyes is 45 degrees. Now just by reading the first line, what I can deduce is, question number 4, I can deduce that on a ground there is a person AB who is 1.5 meters tall, okay, who is 1.5 meters tall, and there is a chimney 28.5 meter away from this person, let us say at this point C. So there is a chimney at this point C. Now we don't know the height of chimney. हमें ये नहीं पता कि चिमनी इस ऑब्जर्वर से ज्यादा ऊंची है या इस ऑब्जर्वर से नीची है. ओके, हमें अभी नहीं पता कि चिमनी की हाइट कैसी है, क्या वो ऑब्जर्वर से ज्यादा है या ऑब्जर्वर से कम है. वी डोंट नो दिस. लेकिन by reading the second line it says the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney. ओके, एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन किसका? टॉप ऑफ द चिमनी. नाउ इट सेज कि एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन, इसका मतलब इस ऑब्जर्वर को अगर चिमनी के टॉप को देखना है, अगर ये ऑब्जर्वर चिमनी के टॉप को देखना चाहता है, सो देयर इज एन एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन. नाउ एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन बोला मतलब डेफिनेटली इस ऑब्जर्वर ने अपना सर ऊपर उठाया. ओके, ही मूव्ड हिज हेड अपवर्ड्स. सो डेफिनेटली अगर इसने अपना सर ऊपर उठाया, तो हम अपना सर ऊपर कब उठाते हैं? जब हमें ऐसे किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को, ऐसे किसी पॉइंट को देखना होता है विच इज मोर देन हाइट ऑफ द ऑब्जर्वर, जो कि हमारी हाइट से भी ज्यादा हो, जिसकी हाइट हमारी हाइट से ज्यादा हो. तो डेफिनेटली जब एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन की बात कही गई तो हम ये कंक्लूड कर सकते हैं कि डेफिनेटली द टॉप ऑफ द चिमनी इज अबव द हाइट ऑफ ऑब्जर्वर. This is the horizontal line drawn from the height of observer. Okay, so अगर चिमनी का टॉप यहां होता तो ऑब्जर्वर को अपना हेड ऊपर ना नीचे कहीं भी मूव नहीं करना पड़ता. अगर ऑब्जर्वर सिर्फ स्ट्रेट खड़े होके देखता, so he will be able to observe the top of the chimney. But since he is moving his head upwards, so definitely यहां पर जब वो हेड को अपवर्ड मूव कर रहा है तो चिमनी की हाइट, चिमनी का टॉप इस ऑब्जर्वर की इस हाइट से ज्यादा है. ओके, सो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन कितना है? 45 डिग्रीज. इसका मतलब इस ऑब्जर्वर को यहां से अपना हेड 45 डिग्रीज अपवर्ड्स मूव करना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली ही विल बी एबल टू ऑब्जर्व द टॉप ऑफ द चिमनी. सो डेफिनेटली चिमनी का जो हाइट है दैट मस्ट बी दिस वन. That must be this point, that is D. So DC will represent the chimney and AB will represent the observer. Okay, this is the difference. Now we need to determine what is the height of chimney. So our task is to determine the height of chimney. Now observe this. Let us say जो horizontal line मैंने इस A point से draw करी है like this, which is intersecting the chimney. Okay, this is the horizontal line drawn from the eye of the observer. Okay, so let us say this point is E. Now what is the height of chimney? Height of chimney is equals to DE plus EC. Okay, DE plus EC. Now what is EC? The height of observer is 1.5 and E point is also at the same level of the eyes of the person, of the eyes of the observer. जिस height पे इस person का eyes है उसी height पे E point भी lie कर रहा है. So definitely EC का length हो गया 1.5 meters. Okay, then you can see ABCE एक rectangle दिखाई दे रहा है. Okay, this is a rectangle because this person, the observer, is also standing vertically. This E point also, we have measured the height of this E point vertically. Okay, this chimney is standing vertically. So I will say ABEC is a rectangle. Therefore, this BC and AE both are equal. Okay, so the length of this AE is 28.5 meters. Now we have the length of AE. One more thing is given, that is, since person is observing the top of the chimney, so he has moved his head this much degrees, this much angle is 45 degree, which is the angle of elevation. Okay, ये क्या है? Angle of elevation, because उसको head को ऊपर उठाना पड़ा. Now my task is to calculate the height of chimney which is related to DE and EC. I have the length of EC. Do I have the length of DE? No. इसका मतलब मुझे DE का लेंथ कैलकुलेट करना है. मेरा क्वेश्चन अगर DE का लेंथ कैलकुलेट कर लिया जाए तो मेरा क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. ओके, सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द अप्रोच दैट आई एम अप्लाइंग इन दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, इस तरह से अगर आप सोचेंगे क्वेश्चन को, देन इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू सॉल्व द टफर क्वेश्चंस. दिस इज एन इजी क्वेश्चन. So some of you might feel कि इतना easy question है, then why I am elongating its explanation like this? So it is just because this question is easy, but some of the questions are not easy. They are very, very difficult. So if you are very clear, very good at the basic concepts, then you will be able to solve the tougher questions. So try to listen each and every point that I am explaining. Okay, that I am trying to explain you. So my task is to determine the length of DE. DE, if I observe triangle ADE, in triangle ADE, this angle is given as 45 degrees. Okay, and this AE is given as 28.5. So in this triangle ADE, this is a right angled triangle because this is 90 degree. So with respect to this 45 degree, this DE is the height. Okay, DE is the perpendicular, and with respect to this 45 degree, this AE is the base. So do I know any ratio, any trigonometric ratio which relates the perpendicular and base of a right angled triangle? I know one ratio which relates the perpendicular and base of this right angled triangle, and that is tan theta, which is perpendicular upon base. What is tan theta? Tan theta is equals to tan 45 degree, because theta is 45, is equals to perpendicular, which is DE, upon base is AE. So tan 45 degree is 1, so this will give you DE is equals to AE. It implies that the length of DE is equals to 28.5 meters. Okay, DE, the length of DE is 28.5 meters. So what is the height of chimney? Height of chimney is 28.5 plus 1.5, which is 30 meters. So this is the height of chimney. So in this manner, I need to solve question number 4. Some of you have done it directly, but this should be the way of thinking. This should be the approach of thinking the question. Okay. So this is question number 4. Now let us move to question number 5. Question number 5 says the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground. Okay, which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower. So what the question says is the angle of elevation. Now angle of elevation बोल दिया मतलब definitely मुझे head को ऊपर ही उठाना है. It says the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. It means there is a tower और उसके top को देखने के लिए मुझे head को ऊपर उठाना है. कितना डिग्री ऊपर उठाना है? 30 degrees. कहाँ से? Ground से. So question number 5. This is the ground. This is the point from which I am observing. Okay, I am neglecting the height of observer. Okay, so and there is a tower in front of me. I need to observe the top of this tower. So I need to move my head upwards like this. So this line of sight and the horizontal will make the angle of elevation, and this angle of elevation is given as 30 degrees. Now it says that the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point on the ground, from this point on the ground, let us say this is C, this is AB, from the point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. What is the foot of the tower? This B point is the foot of the tower. Now this point of observation is 30 meter away from this foot. That means this length is given as 30 meters. So I need to calculate the length of AB. I need to determine the value of AB. What is AB? AB is the height of the tower. Now again think with respect to this angle, this is the height and this is the base. So do I know any relation which relates with any trigonometric ratio which relates the base and perpendicular? So I know tan theta, tan 30 degree is perpendicular upon base, which is equals to AB upon BC. So tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3, which is equals to AB. We don't know the value of AB upon BC is 30. So AB will be equals to 30 root 3 divided by 3, which is 10 root 3 meters. This will be the height of the tower which is being observed. Okay. So what you can see is it's a basic question. You just need to apply the tan theta. Okay. So this is the solution for fifth question. Let us move to sixth one. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age of 5 years, he prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meters and is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so we will read this question till here. What it says, there is a contractor who plans to install slides. Okay, you know what is slide, in a park for the children. But he saw that there are children with different ages. So what he did is he installed a slide which is 1.5 meter high from the ground. Okay, he installed a slide which is 1.5 meter high from the ground and is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. This slide is for children which are below the age of 5 years. So let us draw the diagram for this question. You know what is slide? Slide is something like this. कुछ इस तरह से slide होता है. Like this. This is the slide. Okay. यहाँ से ऐसे children चढ़ के और इस तरह से slide करते हैं. You know this very well. So what I am going to do is I am going to draw the line diagram. This is a line diagram, because tower is not like this. Tower may have multi-storied or it may have some design, but our concern is only the line, only the height of the tower. So what I have done is I have drawn this line only. Okay. So here also let us first take this as a ground level. For children below 5 years of age, for children less than 5 years, what she did is the slide has the height of 1.5 5 meters, okay, and whose top is at a height of 1.5. So this is the height of the slide, and this slide makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. Let us say this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. So this slide makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. So next thing, let us read further. It says, whereas for the children, for elder children, that is the children which are above age of 5 years, he wants to have a steep slide. Now what is steep slide? Steep slide means this inclined angle is greater and greater. Okay, when I increase this angle, this slide, this incline will become more steep. Okay, so he wants to have a steep slide at a height of 3 meter and inclined at an angle of 60 degree. So the next slide is at a height of 3 meters, like this. The next slide is at a height of 3 meters. This is, let us say, D, and this is E. This is the height of slide, which is 3 meters, and this is the slide, and it makes an angle of 60 degree with the ground. This is, let us say, point F. Okay, this is the point F, this is the point D and E. So this is the slide for the children who are below, who are more than age of 5 years. Okay, so what I need to calculate is what should be the length of the slide in each case. Now I need to calculate the length of slide in this case and length of slide in this case. Okay, this is the height of the slide where the stairs are fixed, and this is the slide. So length of slide means I need to calculate the value of BC, and here I need to calculate the value of EF. Okay, this is greater than sign, like this. So to calculate BC, what I can see is for this angle with respect to this angle, this is the height, okay, or perpendicular, and BC is the hypotenuse. So I can use the sin theta relationship. Why? Because sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sine of 30 degree is equals to perpendicular is 1.5 upon hypotenuse is BC. So this will give you BC is equals to 1.5 into 2. That means the length of BC is equals to 3 meters. Okay, the length of BC is equals to 3 meters. Similarly, if I observe this slide, what I can see is, what I can observe is this angle is 60 degree. I know this length DE, and I need to calculate the length of EF, because EF is the length of slide. So I can say sine of angle theta, that is sine of 60 degree, is perpendicular, that is DE upon base, which is EF. Sorry, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is EF. So sine 60 degree is root 3 upon 2, which is equals to DE. The length of DE is 3 divided by EF. So this will give you EF is equals to 6 upon root 3, and when I multiply root 3 and divide it by root 3, it will give you 6 root 3 upon 3, that is equals to 2 root 3 meters. Okay, the length of this slide is 2 root 3 meters, and the length of this slide is 3 meters. Okay. So this is what we need to calculate in this question. This is 60 degree, and we need to calculate the length of each slide in each case. This is EF is equals to 2 root 3 meters. Okay. So this is the solution for question number 6. Okay, so you can note this, then we will continue.